Drawing birds has always been hard for me. I don't know why. So it shouldn't surprise me that people search for topics like how to draw a cardinal or step-by-step cardinal drawing. In this video, I'm going to show you a few simple techniques using spheres, center lines, and beak placement. I'll also show you how to define the chest, structure of the face, and add those signature markings that make a cardinal instantly recognizable. My name's Kurt, I'm a dad who draws. Let's draw a cardinal. We're going to be drawing this cardinal. First thing on the page, I want you to give me just a couple of, let's just start with some spheres here. I want you to get the idea of this concept of down is when we have a center line, we could do something like that, or we could do something like this, or we could do something like this. And if we were to draw like, you know, a sort of a beak here, right? We could draw a beak here, and then we would draw a beak coming out this way. Simply by, you know, this is a concept that we can do as artists and quickly change the direction of our head in the most simple way, right? Well, let's come down here now and redraw these birds, give a little bit more form to this bird's head. This time what I want you to do is kind of start with this shape. Start with this as a basis. And then I want you to draw this here. Draw something like this. This is kind of the way that I want you to think of a bird's head. Here in the middle one, we could definitely do that. Let's see. Let's say we're going to draw them a little bit like this. How would that look? Let's see. It would be something like this maybe. And then this guy over here, he's going to be looking up. So we're going to be something like this. But this is going to be this way. This is a really nice form that if you could kind of like just get used to drawing from different angles, it will help your birds, the head of your bird, to look a little bit more accurate, a little bit more realistic per se. And then the eye is going to be over here. This one you might see the eye, this other eye right there.
Done.
Often go in here. So let me bring up the next guy and see how we do. Let's go ahead and draw our gesture again. So, all right, and what is he doing here? We're gonna just kind of coming down here. That tail, he's kind of proud of that tail. There you go. There's my gesture. Okay, let's get that body in place here. And again, there's his back side. You know, this has a real straight aspect to it and real curved on this side, that side right there, right? He's kind of facing us. Put some surface lines around his body to help me imagine that form, that volume just a little bit more. And I'm thinking like that's the center line. That's the center line going down his breast. And then his head now. Okay, now his head he's turning his head this way. So let's see if we can get that shape there, maybe something like that. Okay. Let's get that beak in here now. Let's see. Can we draw the beak a little bit better this time around, right out of the gate? All right, that's not too bad. Look at this. This is coming in as a straight there, so we can make some adjustments. And look at this. This is beautiful looking. Look at this there's like a little line here. And then his backside. You see that? That's really powerful because that shows us the backside of his head there. So let me erase those lines and you can kind of get you see that? That is really interesting. And we definitely don't want to lose that. And then this is a beautiful curve. Okay, so this is his head is coming around like that, you see? So let's get this black area in here. And once again, this is why I love this cartoon check. Look at this. I'm quickly making some decisions, and I'm kind of looking at this area. Okay, so let me get rid of that. And I'm looking at my drawing, and I'm quickly going back and forth. Okay, so I've got too much volume there, so I'm gonna take some off. There you go. That looks much better. All right, let's use another rule of proportion. And so that's his leg. That's his little thigh, or his leg coming out. And if I use a vertical line, okay, that's lining up right outside his beak. You see that? All right, so I'm going to put a line down here. All right, and that's about where his hind leg is going to go. This foot is going to go. You see that? It's probably somewhere under here. And then look at this. Here's another. Look at this. I could use that little negative space right there. Let me erase it now so you can see what I'm looking at. I could use that little negative space to determine this piece of wood that he's holding on to. And then his other leg, look at that, is creeping around this side over there. Something like that. So when I'm drawing, I'm just, in my mind, I'm just literally feeling the volume of the form. And so I will start off with, I'll start off with a form, and I'm like, in my mind's eye, I'm going around this. I can actually feel the volume of it. So then when I start to add an object, I'm like, where in this mass of form am I placing my objects? All right, so there's, and then this is interesting. Look at this here. His wings are coming around. His wings are coming around that. And then we get this beautiful shadow underneath. And the last thing we'll take a look at this. The sun is coming off his back here. So If we come in his body here, we can add a little bit of tone underneath all of this. And even his beak side right here is getting a little bit of light right on the top of it there.
So
Okay, so just think of those parts, think of straight lines versus curve. Think of our head shape. Here's that way, and I'll think of that head shape like this. When you're drawing birds, this is pretty universal. You might have to adjust it slightly, but you get the idea. And then think of our body. Very round. All right, that should get you going there. If you do have additional questions, please join our Facebook group. It's totally for free. Post your questions in there. You can direct it toward me, or even down here in the comments below. You can ask a question, and I will try and answer it my best. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.